So it's 12 o'clock. We're going to go ahead and get started. For the sake of our audience, we're on today's format. We'll have three special meetings, three development meetings of our companies. I'll preside over those, and then I'll hand it over to the chair. So I'd like to call to order the agenda for the special meeting of the Board of Directors for Jamestown Towers. Madam Clerk, take the roll.
President Louis Jordan.
Here.
Secretary Nancy Bruni.
Present.
Treasurer Fred Herron.
Present.
Director Larry Blackman.
Present.
Director Marissa Brown.
Present.
Director Richard Churchio.
Present.
Director William McCurdy.
Present.
Director Janae Scott.
Present.
Director Jim Seebach.
Present.
Director Tick Segerblum.
Here.
Director Luciana Turner.
Present.
A quorum is present. This meeting has been properly noticed and we are in compliance with the Nevada Open Meeting Law.
Is there approval of the agenda? Move to approve. Second. Then moved and properly second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Aye. Okay, the item of business we have today on this agenda is the approval of Jamestown Tower Resolution JDT 3.
A public comment.
Thank you. Is there any public comment on items that are on this agenda? Seeing none, we'll move on. Thank you for that. The approval, the first item of business is the approval of the Jamestown Tower Resolution number JDT 3. Frank Stafford will present this.
Good afternoon. Frank Stafford, Development Modernization Director. Background: on April 20th, 2023, the board approved Jamestown Towers LLC Resolution number JDT1 regarding financing for the comprehensive redevelopment of Jamestown Towers Apartments. On April 17, 2025, the board approved JDT2, allowing the lender to accept supplemental funds using Clark County CDBG funds from the owner. The supplemental funds were provided through a full recourse loan guaranteed by the managing member of the owner. At this time, staff is requesting board approval of Jamestown Towers LLC Resolution number JDT3, which amends and restates Resolution number JDT2 to reflect that the loan agreement with Wells Fargo Community Investment Holdings LLC be amended and changed from a recourse loan to a non-recourse loan. The investment member originally requested the loan be a recourse loan for tax purposes, but as supplemental funds were secured to cover the project cost overruns, the investment member is no longer mandating this requirement. As such, all parties have agreed to amend the loan and change it from a recourse loan to a non-recourse loan. Action requested, staff requests the board to approve Jamestown Towers LLC Resolution number JDT3.
Thank you. Any questions for Mr. Stafford?
Any questions for Mr. Stafford? Seeing none, we have a vote.
Move to approve as presented.
Second.
Been moved and properly second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Is there any citizen participation? Seeing none, this meeting is adjourned. I'd now like to call to order the agenda of the special meeting of the Board of Directors for Jamestown Towers Management LLC. Madam Clerk, take the roll.
President Louis Jordan.
Here.
Secretary Nancy Bruni.
Present.
Treasurer Fred Herron.
Present.
Director Larry Blackman.
Here.
Director Marissa Brown.
Present.
Director Richard Churchio.
Present.
Director William McCurdy.
Present.
Director Janae Scott.
Present.
Director Jim Seebach.
Here.
Director Tick Segerblum.
Here.
Director Luciana Turner.
Present.
A quorum is present. This meeting has been properly noticed and we are in compliance with the Nevada Open Meeting Law.
Is there a move to approve the agenda?
Move to approve.
Second.
Been moved and properly second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Is there any public comment on this agenda? Seeing none, we'll move on to the item of business JDTM3. Frank Stafford.
Frank Stafford, Development Modernization Director. Background: on April 20th, 2023, the board approved Jamestown Towers Manager LLC Resolution JDTM-1 regarding finance for the comprehensive redevelopment of Jamestown Towers Apartments. On April 17, 2025, the board approved resolution number JDT M2, allow the lender to accept supplemental funds using Clark County CDBG funds from the owner. The supplemental funds were provided through a full recourse loan guaranteed by the managing member of the owner. At this time, staff is requesting board approval of Jamestown Towers Manager LLC Resolution Number JDTM-3, which amends and restates Resolution Number JDTM-2 to reflect the loan agreement with Wells Fargo Community Investment Holdings LLC, be amended and changed from a recourse loan to a non-recourse loan. The member originally requested a loan be a recourse loan for tax purposes, but its supplemental funds were secured to cover project cost overruns. The investor member is no longer mandating this requirement. As such, all parties have agreed to amend the loan and change from a recourse loan to a non-recourse loan. Action request is staff requests the board approve Jamestown Towers Manager LLC Resolution Number JDTM-3.
Any questions on the presentation? Any move for approval?
Move to approve Jamestown Towers Manager LLC Resolution Number JDTM-3.
And properly moved and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Hearing none, the motion carries. Any public participation? Seeing none, the meeting is adjourned. I'd like to now call to order the agenda of the special meeting of Board of Directors of Affordable Housing Program, Inc., also known as AHP. Madam Clerk, call the roll.
President Louis Jordan,
Here.
Secretary Nancy Bruni,
Present.
Treasurer Fred Herron,
Present.
Director Larry Blackman,
Present.
Director Marissa Brown,
Here.
Director Richard Churchio,
Present.
Director William McCurdy,
Here.
Director Janae Scott, Director Jim Seebach,
Here.
Director Tick Segerblum,
Here.
Director Luciana Turner.
Present.
The quorum is present. This meeting has been properly noticed, and we are in compliance with the Nevada open meeting law.
Your move to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Been properly motioned and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Is there public comment on this item? Seeing none, the item that we'll discuss is AHP 42, Frank Stafford.
Frank Stafford, Development Organization Director. Background: on April 20, 2023, the board approved Affordable Housing Program, Inc. Resolution Number AHP-31 regarding financing for the comprehensive redevelopment of Jamestown Towers Apartments. On April 17, 2025, the board approved Resolution Number AHP-40 allowing the lender to accept supplemental funds using Clark County CDBG funds from the owner. The supplemental funds were provided through a full recourse loan guaranteed by the managing member of the owner. At this time, staff is requesting board approval of Affordable Housing Program, Inc. Resolution Number AHP-42, which amends and restates Resolution Number AHP-40. Resolution Number AHP-40 detailed the loan agreement with Wells Fargo Community Investment Holdings and mandated be a recourse loan. Resolution Number AHP-42 will amend it. The resolution changed the loan from a recourse loan to a non-recourse loan. The investor member originally required the loan to be a recourse loan for tax purposes, but its supplemental funds was secured to cover project cost overruns. The investor member is no longer mandating this requirement. As such, all parties have agreed to amend the loan and change it from a recourse loan to a non-recourse loan. Action requested staff requests the board to approve Affordable Housing Program, Inc. Resolution Number HP-42.
Any discussion on this item? Any discussion on this item?
Move to approve as presented by staff.
There's been a move to approve, second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Item carries. Is there any citizens' participation? This meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'd like to call the meeting of the Board of Commissioners of the Southern Nevada Regional Housing Authority to order at 12:09 on December 18th. Can we start with roll call, please?
Chairperson Nancy Bruni,
Present.
Vice Chairperson Marissa Brown,
Present.
Commissioner Larry Blackman,
Present.
Commissioner Richard Churchio,
Present.
Commissioner William McCurdy,
Here.
Commissioner Janae Scott,
Present.
Commissioner Jim Seebach,
Here.
Commissioner Tick Segerblum,
Here.
Commissioner Luciana Turner. A quorum is present. This meeting has been properly noticed, and we are in compliance with the Nevada open meeting law.
If we could stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moving on to agenda item number 2, public comment. Is there any public comment at this time which is limited to items on today's agenda? Okay, seeing none, we'll move to item number 3. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from our last board meeting of November 20th, 2025?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion, comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Now we will turn it over to Mr. Jordan for a executive director report.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
The agenda, approval of the agenda.
Thank you. Do I have a motion to approve today's agenda of the December 18th, 2025 meeting?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Now moving on to item number 5, the executive director report.
I wanted to say happy holidays to everyone. My report, we're going to do a pictorial today. There's a lot of exciting things that staff and I have been working on. But the pictures you'll see, I think, truly reflect a couple things. Our partnership, not only in the community, but among staff, and also the fact that we're grateful. We're grateful for the opportunities we have to build and rebuild community. So now we're thankful. All right, let's roll through what we have here. There was a turkey giveaway there. Some of our partners that, we've often said while we provide housing, there's so much and so many other things that we need help in ensuring quality of life for the folks we serve. This was the peace walk we did over at Sherman and Villa the other day. Girl Scouts from Henderson, 101, came over and provided some holiday cheer for us, and it's really, really nice. This is last Thursday. We had our employee appreciation dinner. We had a sneaker ball. And we got dressed up and put on sneakers, and that was the result of it. So, as well as we acknowledged employees who had milestone anniversaries. Okay, we have a lot to do next year. So we use these moments to kind of fuel up and strategize, but I think I could say on behalf of all of our team that we appreciate the leadership, we appreciate the tone that's been set, and we're looking for a wonderful holiday season to get us geared up to hit the road running in 2026. That concludes my report.
Thank you.
Commissioner, Director Jordan, did you want to introduce our latest commissioner?
I was going to give you that privilege, but I guess I can. Sure. So we, Jim Seebach is our newest setting commissioner from the city of Henderson, and we're glad to have you. We're having this multi-jurisdictional process allows us to have representation from the various jurisdictions. So I don't know if you'd like to say a word or two.
Yeah, so thank you to the board, thank you, Chair, for having me, and Director, thank you so much. Happy to represent the city of Henderson. I'm a huge supporter of everything the Housing Authority does. I've seen some of our pictures were up there as well, so I'm happy to see the Girl Scouts up there, so thank you for that. I'm happy to contribute from my past career from working here in the Las Vegas Valley, so I'm very familiar with a lot of the housing complexes you all represent, so I'm looking forward to contribute what I can from my experience and represent Henderson, so look forward to working with all of you, so thank you.
Well, as we say, welcome to Commissioner Seebach. It's only appropriate to say thank you and goodbye to Commissioner Cox, who served on our board, and we're excited to have her, and she did a wonderful job. We have a memento for her that I'll make sure she gets. So, again, we thank her for her service and welcome to Ms. Chief. Now that's concludes my report. Sorry about that, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Director Jordan.
Yeah.
Yes, you did so much in you and your team have done so much in 2025. We're looking forward to seeing, what great things, additional great things that you do in 2026. The bar keeps getting higher every year, so, yes. So take some time to, unplug and rejuvenate, because we will be working hard in 2026. Moving on to item number 6.
Take about 10 minutes.
Four. Okay, gotcha. Duly noted.
Moving on to item number 6 on the agenda, do I have a motion to approve our consent agenda?
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I'll turn it over to Director Jordan for item number 7, acknowledgement of our departed.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Since our last gathering, the following individuals have passed on. I'll read their names and ask for a moment of silence. Robert Tolliver, Patricia Smith, Nick Wolf, Scott Miller. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to agenda number 8, approval of resolution number SNRHA-145 to amend the owner-lender agreement for the redevelopment of Jamestown Towers. Mr. Stafford.
Frank Stafford, Development Modernization Director. Background: on April 20, 2023, the board approved SNRHA resolution number SNRHA 119 regarding financing for the comprehensive redevelopment of Jamestown Towers Apartments. On April 17, 2025, the board approved resolution number SNRHA-138 allowing the lender to accept supplemental funds using Clark County CDBG funds from the owner. The supplemental funds were provided through a full recourse loan guaranteed by the managing member of the owner. At this time, staff is requesting board approval of SNRHA, resolution number SNRHA 145 to amend the terms of the agreement with Wells Fargo Community Investment Holdings, LLC, from a recourse agreement to a non-recourse agreement. Originally, the investment member required a recourse agreement for tax purposes, but supplemental funds were secured to cover project cost overruns. The investment members no longer mandate this requirement. As such, all parties have agreed to amend the loan and change it from a recourse loan to a non-recourse loan. Action request: the executive director requests board approval of resolution number SNRHA-145 to amend the loan from a recourse loan to a non-recourse loan.
Thank you. Any questions for Mr. Stafford at this time? Seeing none, do we have a motion to approve resolution SNR-145?
Motion to approve.
Is there a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Moving on to the next item, new business items. Are there any new business items that our directors would like to bring to the board? I know I would like to have was just wondering where we are on arranging a Zoom call as a follow-up to the NARO conference. So
We have the presentations. We've secured those from each individual, and so we'll get something on the calendar shortly. But took us a while, but the chair is talking about some interesting presentations that were done at the NARO National Conference by different housing authorities and their ability to address the homeless situation. One of the things that we feel really, really good about as we've gone through these presentations is that the level of creativity that these jurisdictions demonstrated is very similar to the things we've done here, but at the same time, we'll sit down and we'll ask ourselves, what, if anything, we can do? So, yes. So Kathy, I think, is working on setting that up.
To the chair.
yes, go ahead.
Additionally, I've been able to garner some additional information. One of the things I want to say to our staff, to the people that work here, you guys do such a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful job in everything that we talk to you. That sometimes we forget that there are limitations because there are financial limitations. One of the things that I found from NARO and some of the breakout sessions that we attended when it came to how they're addressing their homeless issues in those smaller cities, they don't have the capacity nor the responsibility that we have in terms of the things that you do extremely well. So because we're so used to you taking something and taking nothing and making something out of it, we just kind of toss it out to you. So with that being really the primary thought, that yes, we'd like to, without a doubt, help. I don't think we're equipped to have the Southern Nevada Housing Authority lead a situation where we try to eliminate it, because there are other agencies throughout the city, throughout the county, that do a better job. Now, partnering up, absolutely, but in terms of being the one that's driving the issue, I think that's a little unfair to you, because we don't have the resources nor the expertise. Because in speaking to quite a few of these folks, that was their complete focus, is just homelessness, while we deal with a variety of issues, education being one. One of the things that I know Commissioner Turner and the Vice Chair talk about in terms of how we can uplift these people, the younger folks, out of poverty and getting them to a place where they can be, responsible individuals and helping others to get to a level. So through the chair, I understand it's really important for us to address the homeless issue, but also understand that we have limitations and that we will do and partner, and I think we can partner up with and look at ways to help. But as far as leading, I think that we're gonna, again, Mr. Jordan, you understand we'll be a much better position to tell us exactly what we can do. But I think that, again, we do so much and do so well in so many other areas that I don't want to lose the focus on the things that we do really, really well. And not that that's bad energy, but I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on something that that's gonna have a nominal effect on what we're doing when we're having a great effect in other areas. But partnering up, I think it behooves us to do so. But leading it, I just think that the kinds of numbers, the kinds of investment that's going to take to change the dynamic here in Las Vegas, I just don't think we're equipped to do that. And again, that's my opinion, but I've done a lot of research on this, going to these conferences and seeing that there are smaller communities, smaller agencies that are doing a wonderful job, but they don't have the responsibility that we do in terms of housing people and doing other things like you're doing with FSS. They don't have that kind of responsibility. So that's my take on where we are.
I just wanted to say clearly to the question, education and information, I think will put us all in a spot that says, first of all, what are we doing? How are we contributing to the eradicating of homelessness? And then just information. But getting those presentations, pulling it all together, having some conversation to say, this is the role we feel that we can play or not, that's something that we can make sure we provide to you all. Okay.
I'd like to say happy holidays to everyone, and I wish everyone well. As we progress toward some of the goals we have set to achieve, one of the things I know that we can capitalize on, and I've said it before, is our FSS program. And I think that that's one of our greatest resources right now to help people out of their situations. And I know that we had retained the 235 clients that we had out with the Lutheran services. And I didn't know how they were going to return back to the community, but I'm sure you guys have a plan. I know you guys are excellent at this, but I was thinking in terms of the self-sufficiency, how can we better fund that? Is there another way we can find money to raise? Is there fundraiser activities we can do to help fund our Rose Foundation, where we can strengthen our, in light of what happens in Washington and who says what and who gets what? I would like to see us really have a robust reserves for our own and not have to always have that panic and anxiety about what HUD is going to fund. So trying to find funding way we can raise funds to help our Rose Foundation, I'm really interested in trying to see if I can, engage the community in some way in that aspect to help really build a robust fund for the FSS and Rose Foundation. Because I believe that's the greatest strength that we have, is to help our individuals out of their situation.
Duly noted.
Anything else? Great, thank you. Thanks for those suggestions. All right, we're now at the last item, which is public comment. Members of the public can speak on any item, and we're going to start with two of the cards that we have. We have first, is it Bonnie Hughes? You want to come up? And if you'll just restate your name once you get to the microphone, please.
My name is Bonnie Hughes.
And just as a reminder, we'll have 3 minutes each.
Okay. I've been on housing for 13 years, and nobody's was here 2 years ago. At the end, everybody gave me a card. We'll call you tomorrow. Here's our number. Call us. We're gonna help you. And nobody did anything. Didn't return phone calls. I recently, in 7 months, had four strokes because of a toxic living situation with roommates. And if you guys can help me, just say so, because I've done everything in my power that guys request and want. And do nothing. HUD told me if I found property, subsidized housing, and accept my application for the apartment, and I found two of them, and nobody wants to do. That didn't work either. I don't know what else to say, but if you guys aren't gonna help me, don't say you can help, or we're gonna call you, or you call us, and nobody does anything. I'm headed for a major heart attack, get 4 strokes. I'm not gonna let you guys destroy me, because I'm already just destroyed.
Thank you for speaking, Mrs. Hughes. Can Richard Jordan, when you have someone, if you'll just stick around till the end, we will have someone chat with you. The next speaker is Donna Smith.
My name is Donna Smith. I live at Robert Gordon Plaza. I was here last month about the same issue, the overpayment of rent from July, August, and September of 2024. Bianca Medellin told me she would take care of it. Month has passed, haven't heard a word. I agree with Mrs. Hughes. No phone calls are ever returned. Bianca wouldn't give me her number so I could call and find out what was happening. The other thing is, the rent cafe is the only way it doesn't cost us to pay rent. For me to pay rent by any other means normally is to get a money order. I have to get in my chair, I have to take a bus to a place to get one, I have to get the money order, I have to take the bus back here to pay. My feeling is it costs me time and money to do that, whereas for almost, I'm going to say over 15 years, because I've lived at Robert Gordon Plaza for 20. For almost 15 years, it was an automatic withdrawal. The agreement was between the housing authority and my bank. Then the housing authority decided to insert a third party, the rent cafe. So then it went, and I'm sorry, the rent cafe, something went wrong with it. And we ceased using that in January of 2025. Then it was pay by money order or cashier's check. That's expensive. So I've been writing a personal check because it takes too much time and effort to go get a money order or anything else. So please straighten out the rent. I want help straighten out the rent cafe mess so that I once again can have an automatic withdrawal.
Thank you, Mrs. Smith, and I see Kathy shaking her head, so I think we are looking internally on how to make it easier to pay. So thank you for that. Anyone else who would like to make public comment at this time? Okay, seeing none, this meeting is adjourned. Happy holidays, everyone. Please be safe on the roads out there. Have a blessed time with your families and loved ones.